Hi guys, Jared here with Day Traders FX. Hopefully you guys have had a great weekend and a good start of the week. We've got some great little setups in the works that I think are pretty interesting. We're going to talk about those. You can see that today's markets, it's been just a kind of a quiet, boring Monday. Nothing too much happening. Dow flat, S&P flat, gold up just a little bit. Oil, however, is the big mover of the day to the downside. So we've seen oil's down about 2% for the day. So pretty big run for oil. We haven't seen it below $90 in a little while. Can't help but wonder if there's some political undertones to that, but hey, we'll leave it at that. That's kind of what we have going on there. Just a quick glance at the week. We have quite a bit of news coming out tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we have several countries doing some daylight savings. So schedules are going to get a little screwy for the next couple of weeks until we all, ultimately get done with our daylight savings. So just kind of keep that in mind. But we do have some good news coming up tomorrow. Nothing too major tonight. We start off with a lot of Canadian activity. We have a little bit of UK stuff and then some Australia news tomorrow. So we're just going to kind of keep an eye on that. But it should be pretty quiet today, but we do have some pretty nice setups in the works. Here's the euro dollar, and the euro dollar has been having a heck of a time. I've got a lot of lines and a lot of details here, so we'll just kind of try to keep track as best we can. But the euro dollar, the important thing to note is that it's staying in this ascending channel right here. It's bouncing around, running in there nicely. Hasn't been able to get below that 200-day moving average so far. Just staying pretty well supported above about 12800. So all's good there. We've got a lot of kind of choppy wickiness going on with the candles, but there's two important levels we've got to keep our eye on, and that's obviously 130 is going to be an important level, but right now we can see that about 130.15 is the lowest we've been able to get these levels for the last several days, at least couple of weeks. You can see here's a test of 130.15 and then 130.15 all through there and then back up off it. And so just kind of some nice continued upside movement. We had one little strong reversal candle right here that tested that 200-day moving average in that 130, 15-20 area and shot the pair up nicely, but it still is consolidating. So 130.15 should be able to hold as support. If that does not, then we're looking, and that, by the way, of this short-term run, high to low here, is the 38% fib, and the 50% fib is 129.80, and that's the next strong level. So we're looking to play off both of these levels. If we get a break of 130.15, then I'll trade it into 129.80, take it for 30, 35 pips, but I'll most likely be looking to get long there once again. So just kind of keep that in mind. On the euro dollar, but those are the two levels. Not going to try to buy anything or short anything through this consolidation. I'm just going to look for some retracement into that 130/130.15 area. If we get a break, we'll trade it down to 129.80, and that's it. Just pretty simple. But we know that there are a couple of things. We see that the dollar continues to kind of weaken, and we see that in gold, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment on the gold chart. But real quick, looking at the pound dollar, I haven't loved the pound dollar too much. We had some nice runs down on this pound dollar, nice big runs, and it's kind of double bottomed pretty nicely here. We've got some pretty big support, which is right around 159.90/160. No big surprise there. Nice big reversal candle on this 4-hour chart. Everything's looking pretty good there. Major support. You can see a lot of support coming in through that general area. It keeps trying to kind of get out of this channel, and it may still be able to, but at least in the short term, we have enough reversal activity to probably get this back up into the 200-day moving average, as you can see on this 4-hour chart. Kind of working on a bit of a head and shoulders pattern there. So again, below 160, this starts to get attractive as shorts, and even up into the higher areas, I like to short it. But currently, right where price action stands, we're sitting at about 160.11. I think somewhere between about 160.05 and 160.10 is going to be an okay area to buy against some of these lows right here, against about 159.90 area. So we've got about 15 pips worth of stop plus some, so 20 to 25 pips worth of stop. And I think we've got a good opportunity to trade this, once again up into the highs of the day and even beyond, up into about that 160.50, 160.60 area. So that's what I'm going to be targeting from. From about the 160 level, I'll be targeting about 160.50, and then I'll probably actually be looking to short from these upper areas down and even through this support at 159.90. So keep an eye on that. Euro yen just kind of continues to climb. We've been able to open above this main resistance right here, but you can see that we have a bit of a reversal candle in the works here, and we're having trouble getting above that. So we're going to see if this candle can hold, if this high can hold. We're sitting right at it. If that breaks, then that just puts, that puts the pair higher. It's obviously pretty bullish, and so we've got some nice activity there. But let's just watch this high, which is around 104, 104.45, 104.50. I don't have anything too much that I want to get into just yet on that euro yen, so just kind of keep those levels in mind. Aussie dollar is a bit choppy and sideways, but it's getting interesting, and it looks like the Aussie dollar may start to have some strength. We have a nice, again, little reversal candle right here. We can see on this 4-hour chart, but we're struggling with this daily, with this 4-hour 200-day moving average. We're having a heck of a time with it, in fact, and so getting beyond that and above that will be pretty important. But so far, you can see that support here, which is around 102.85, has held pretty well. And I think we're going to be able to get a nice little run up through this. So watch for this reversal candle. Look for some opportunities to buy the Aussie dollar against some of these lows here, which you can see are around 20 to 30 pips away, right around there. But we're sitting nicely on the 200-day moving average on the 1-hour chart. So that's pretty good for giving us some confidence about this pair running up and moving up nicely. Again, nice little reversal candle on the daily chart, and I think we've got some opportunity to kind of go both ways. We have a nice reversal candle here, and the pair came down nicely, and now we have another one here. So you can see that from the open of that, we had about a 75-80 pip run, and it looks like that might be kind of short-lived, and we may be ready to start taking this pair back higher. So keep an eye on that. Now, as I mentioned on gold, what we're going to be looking for with gold here is just simply the fact of looking for a nice little run to continue taking it higher. We have a big reversal candle right here, big price rejection off of this kind of 1711, 1712 area. Comes off that really strong. You can see it on the daily chart as well. Nice little run up from that. So it looks like gold might be ready to start, heading back up. Remember that we have this whole pattern right here, and this is what I'm keeping an eye on, is I still think there's a small chance that we could reach this 1693 to 1695 area. But so far that daily and 4-hour chart look pretty bullish and look pretty, ready for some big reversals. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Aussie dollar breaking above, Aussie yen breaking above this double top here, and it looks like we may be able to get some nice continuation up there. So again, big reversal candle here. Aussie yen heads nicely higher, breaks this little negative candle right there, and it looks like it's pushing higher. So I think we've got a good opportunity to get above and stay above this 82.50 area on the Aussie yen. So looking bullish there. Pound yen looking fairly bullish, but we've got a double top to get through as well, and some of these other pairs. We've got some nice setups, particularly euro dollar. Pound dollar is almost an immediate setup. Aussie dollar is fairly immediate as well. And then gold, for anybody that's trading gold, I think we have a nearly immediate setup on this one as well to just jump in and start riding the wave. So good moves, good setups, good things happening. I'll have more details coming out on Twitter. Remember, you can follow me at twitter.com/daytradersfx. So we'll see you guys there and in the chat as well. Best of luck, everyone. Take care.